there, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Season 4 of the Barcelona project. We have got transfers to tell you about, as you can see. Hopefully you can't see the incoming ones. I'll have figured out a way to hide them or zoom the screen in or something so you can't see the incomings just yet. But as you can see, we have sold a lot of players. I wasn't going to go through them all individually because you know the players, so we're just going to go through the list. So Jordi Alba, you remember in the last episode in the season review, he came and said exactly what Sergio Busquets had said, and he'd done all he could at the club, so he wanted to move on. He's ended up going to Spartak Moscow, which I'm happy with. Sergio Busquets, as we know, went to Juve. Suso, again, we talked about him in the last video. He went for 40 million to Inter. Daniele Rugani, he went to PSG for just under 40 million in total. He was coming into the end of his contract. We only paid about 18 million, I think, for him. And the offer came in and I thought, actually, oh yeah, we will let him go. But we did get a fairly decent replacement, as you will see in a second. Neto went to Shakhtar. Bruno Fernandes managed to get a good price for him, a hell of a profit. He went to Juve as well for what could end up being just over 90 million. Ricardo Pereira went to Arsenal for 60 million. And again, we got a pretty decent replacement for him. And Frankie de Jong, he has gone to PSG, and I'm not 100% happy with the price that we got from at 65, but you know, it's okay. It's not bad. I was happy to let him go as well. Big loan move for Sandro Tonali. He's gone to Inter just because we were having a bit of trouble with squad registration. You can only have 25 players. It's not good, which is why Pedro's gone out on loan as well. And Xavi Mbayamba has gone to Watford. He had a release clause of 8 million quid and I didn't see it. I can't even remember what happened. So much has happened. I can't even remember why it came about that he wouldn't sign a new contract with us. And he's ended up at Watford. I mean, I couldn't even persuade him. There was no option to say, you're going to be a first team player next season. I couldn't do it. And it really frustrated me. And I was gutted to lose him. And then we've had a couple of other loan moves. So, right, let's get on to the players that we have brought in, because there have been some big money moves. So I'm going to do them in order of specularity. This is the first one. Brought in a couple of youngsters that look really good. Nikola Mrkajic has come in from Vojvodina. He looks really quick. He's a good-looking left back. He just looks really promising. I mean, it only says 3-star potential ability, but do you know what? I think he will end up being pretty decent for us. I mean, he just looks great. He does. He looks like he's going to be far better than 3-star. I'm really happy to get him in. Can't wait to see how he does. So you might have noticed this name on the outgoings going to Estudiantes on loan. It's from Estudiantes that we have signed this guy. He's a wonder kid. He's been on my radar for a long time, but I haven't gone in and made the bid for him. I was waiting, and then Monaco came in. I think it was Monaco or Roma, someone like that, came in and offered money for him. So we went in and blew them out of the water, mainly because I wanted him and because it was Estudiantes as well. And I loaned him straight back as part of the deal. He's valued at 38.5 million at 19 years of age. I am desperate to get this kid in. Next season, he is going to be phenomenal. And now we start getting into the big money. Hector Bellerin has come in to replace Ricardo Pereira, or should I say he came in before Ricardo Pereira went. Pereira had already turned down Tottenham, and then Arsenal came in and gave us the 60 million that we wanted, which was fine. Hector Bellerin, it was my director of football actually that put the offer in for him at 65 million. I was quite happy with it because I wanted him in the very first transfer window of the series. I tried to get him and I couldn't, which was and it was for a lot more than that as well. It was like a £120 million deal in the end. I can't remember why he didn't come. He maybe failed a medical. I think if he injured at the start of the game, that could be why. Really happy to have him in. Ricardo Pereira has dropped off the boil in terms of his assists. He only got 4 last season, despite getting over 30 in his first 2 seasons. So I think it was the right time to move on and get someone new. And Hector is a year younger as well. And here we go, replacing Daniele Rugani is Matthijs de Ligt. We have brought him in for a ridiculous amount of money. I mean, it's 120 million plus, but I needed someone. He was on my radar. He's 22. He is going to be our first choice right-hand centre-back. At the moment, we still have Gerard Piqué registered for the squad after Mbayamba walked out on us effectively. But so happy to have this guy in. He's going to be an absolute star for us. After having 3 seasons at Juve, time was right for him to come to us, 22 years of age. He is going to be a legend. And no surprise who the big name is. Bernardo Silva. We got him with the second offer. You remember the last episode, we put in the offer for, I think it was around about 150 million all told, wasn't it? And we didn't get him. We've gone in. He is our record signing. I think with fees and add-ons, it's around about 180 million. Huge money. But look, he's valued at 131, so we haven't overpaid by that much. And he's done all right as well. He's not done bad at all in pre-season. Couple of little slow games to begin with, but he's really come into his own in the last few games. And we're hoping for big things from him this season. So there you have it. Those are all the transfers. We've only spent 60 million so far, but we do have a month left of the transfer window. It's only the end of July. We are starting this season really early. Of course, we've got the 2022 World Cup in Qatar coming up. That's going to be interesting. I've not got this far into any save, so it's going to be really interesting to see what impact that has on our season. But yeah, I'm quite happy with those transfers so far. As I said, there's another month to go. We could do lots more yet. So yeah, let me know how you think we've got on there in that transfer window, because I'm quite happy with that. So this is the first round of games. They're all kicking off at 8 o'clock on a Saturday, the 30th of July. As I say, ridiculously early. I mean, that's probably, about 3 weeks earlier than we normally start, I think. But we're just going to have this one game. It's tough. Sevilla away on the opening day. It is really tough. Real Madrid host Levante. Atletico go to Osasuna. So we have definitely got the hardest job at the start of the season. So yeah, it's going to be really tough. We do potentially have a couple more players that might end up going out. Ilash Mariba, I'm hoping to find another loan move for him, I think, but we'll see. He is in the squad at the minute, so I probably will take him off the list. Antoine Griezmann, I was kind of hoping someone might put an offer in for him, but when I went in to offer to clubs, the agent feedback was, yeah, good luck with that, you'll struggle. He's on 650 grand a week, no one's going to pay that. So yeah, we might be stuck with him. He's only got 2 years left on his contract, and yet my backroom staff are saying transfer list him, because he might well run his contract down. So we're going to have a real decision to make on him in the next 12 months. But with that kid from Estudiantes coming in, Horacio Murillo, I would happily let Antoine go. I really would. He's been a legend for us in this save. But yeah, I really would think about selling him, to be honest. And speaking of him, he is the captain today. Cucurella is doing well. Right, lovely spider cam shot of them coming out. Always love the first day of the season. Got it set to latest event updates. We are still going with the 4-3-3. We have done a couple of games in friendlies where we've played a 4-2-3-1, and there was even one where I didn't even show you the pre-season results, did I? I'll have a look at those, because we usually end on the schedule screen, so we'll have a look at those. Yeah, we Griezmann's been brought down. Are we going to see the free kick? Oh, he's going over to... Nah, that was never a penalty. He's going over to VAR to check. It was never a penalty. Never a penalty. While he's looking at that, yeah, we had one game where we were losing 1-0 and with about half an hour to go, 25 minutes to go. And I went to the 4-2-3-1, made some changes, and I immediately scored 2 in about 4 minutes, I think, with that change. So it is something to bear in mind going forward this season, that we can maybe change it up a little bit, and we can maybe go with that 4-2-3-1 and try and impose ourselves on games. First goal has been scored by Espanyol, and it is Facundo Ferreira who has got that goal against Mallorca, and all of a sudden loads of goals going in. We have 2 Real S's. Oh, one will be Sporting Gijón, I imagine. Yes, and one will be Sociedad. Yes. 3 away goals going in there, and Eibar have gone 2-0 up. Atletico have scored. So some goals flying in early on, and we're not getting anything so far. But do you know what? A point at Sevilla wouldn't be terrible. It really wouldn't. But maybe we can do better. Palacios to Olmo. The one thing I am a little bit concerned about is that selling Frankie de Jong, as Palacios is going to hit one, and he gets the first goal of the season for us. Bernardo Silva with the assist, as Thomas Lemar has put Atletico 2-0 up. But Ezequiel Palacios has scored for us. He's going to be a big, big player for us this season. Sergio Roberto still isn't back from that broken leg. He's in light training, but he's about a month away from full training, and he is absolutely destroyed at the moment. The one thing I'm a little worried about is maybe the creativity might be a little bit of an issue. But then we kind of had that problem towards the end of last season, didn't we? Champions League final, as Mark rightly commented on that video, we didn't really create anything in that match, and it is something I've been looking at, but tempered with the fact that I wanted to get through to start the new season as well. I don't know. I'm just a little worried that getting rid of Fernandes, getting rid of De Jong may well have taken the creative heart out of the team. So it's something that we are going to have to look at. But we do have a month of the transfer window to go. As I say, we've got Gerard Piqué as our backup right-hand side centre-back at the minute. Matthias de Ligt is going to play every game, for sure. Piqué is retiring at the end of the season, but there is a clause in his contract, in the final year of his contract, if he plays 15 league games, he gets an extra year. And I don't want to tempt fate. I don't want to... Ooh, Danny Olmo's looking not good. I don't want to tempt fate and him play 15 games, get an extra year, and then think, actually, I might play that year. So I don't know what we're going to do here. Sevilla looking for the equaliser. Maffeo puts it across, and they've got it. Milik flicked it on, Ronnie Lopez, and would you know it, it's their first shot on target, and it's a goal. Oh, of course it is. I think we're going to have to take Danny Olmo off. He didn't look particularly great, did he? Looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock. By the way, it'll be looking a bit different behind me. Our dining room where I record has been redecorated. We've moved furniture around, so I've lost my little corner where I would normally record. But I am hoping very, very soon to have a little green screen, so maybe a little bit of an improvement in the production of videos. You never know. It'll still be me, but maybe they'll get a little better. Ansu Fati's going to come on, and Griezmann's having a stinker as well. But there's other players that could maybe do with coming off before him. Here we go with a highlight. The Olmo will still be on the pitch. The change hasn't gone through yet. Alenya into the last year of his contract as well. Carlos Alenya. So it's a big season for him. Here's Bellerin. Plays it across. Oh, and Griezmann got the touch. What a finish that is from Antoine Griezmann. Brilliant, brilliant finish. I was just saying he might have to come off. He's having a stinker, and he's just put in the cutest little finish here, and an assist on the debut as well for Hector Bellerin as well as Bernardo Silva. That is a lovely, lovely little finish across the keeper into the far post. He had no chance there, and yes, we will still take Danny Olmo off because it's an injury, not tactical. Who else? Going to give Jude Bellingham a game. Don't think he's made his debut for us yet. In fact, we'll go, because I don't think he played when we first signed him. It's going to be Thiago, I think, that comes off, and we'll put Palacios in the middle because he can play that role, and then we'll bring Jude Bellingham on as the box-to-box and give him a debut. It's a huge, huge game for him to come on as well, isn't it, Sevilla? The header's just over from Griezmann. Unlucky. That was unlucky. Abel Ruiz as well, we had a little bit of a run-in with. He's now in the B team because I tried to get rid of him as well. Oh, we've hit the bar. So we have had a run-in with a couple of players this summer. But it's good because Abel Ruiz, if he's registered for the B team, he can play for us. So that is good. Ronnie Lopez with the corner. Oh, it's off the line and then wide with the rebound. It might have even hit the side of the post there. Oh, God. It is all action now. But we're going to have to make another change, and I'm going to bring Juan Miranda on at left back for Cucurella. So that's not a debut for Juan Miranda. He played at the back end of last season, but he's a big player for us now as well. It's between him and Cucurella for that left back slot. Oh, Hector Bellerin! Oh, what a goal! A dream return to his hometown club for Hector Bellerin. He is starting to pay off a massive chunk of that 65 million already. A goal and an assist on his debut. What a ball that is from Palacios. But what a hit that is from Bellerin. He has that in him. And if he's going to bring that to the club, we are happy with that. This is going to be an incredible opening day result if we get it. I'm going to drop a praise. I am going to drop a praise because Sevilla are going to take points off Atletico this season. They are going to take points off Real. It's not going to be an easy place. It never is. The Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan is never an easy place to go. And if we get out of this with a 3-1 win, that is unbelievable. Munir coming on for Acevedo. That's an attacking change. They are going for it as Real Madrid have scored in the final 10 minutes of their match. So I think all three big clubs are going to be winning on the opening day. Atletico, last I saw, were 2-0 up. As Ronnie Lopez comes forward, oh, Bellerin, what a debut. What a debut. Assist, goal, red card. What a debut. That is unreal. Wow. Right, we've got 50 seconds to go of added on time. They're not gonna pull it back. If Mafia had scored there, I probably would have pulled everybody back. But that should be it. Edison's going to take the goal kick. There probably will be another minute or so because we did have the red card. Palacios plays it forward for Alenya. Bellingham, lovely ball out to Ansu, and that is it. What an opening day win. What a performance. It was a quiet start until we scored our first goal, but a brilliant win. 10 men for 1 minute. I'm quite happy with that. I'm not going to discipline him or anything like that. He will get punished as per the code of conduct, which is not a problem. Atletico won 2-0, those two first half goals. Real did win 1-0, but we are top of the league. Get in. Title defence is off to a cracking start. What a performance that was. These are the pre-seasons. We were really good for most of it. We only drew this one here with Everton, which was a really good performance. In fact, it was this Gladbach game. It was 0-0 with about 25 minutes to go, and then I changed to the 4-2-3-1, and I made all these substitutions here. Bernardo Silva scored both goals. He scored within like a minute of coming on. It was fantastic. It really was. So it's good to know that we've got that in the locker, because I've been very rigid on the 4-3-3. But for the last half of last season, kind of been thinking I need to come up with an alternative. So happy with that. What we are going to do now, though, off camera, is I'm going to do all of August, basically. And we're going to come back for Atletico at home. I think it's on the 25th of August. In between these two games here, we do have the group stage draw for the Champions League, so we'll have that to bring you. We'll have some results to bring you, and we'll have whatever transfers get done in the month of August. So 4 games off camera coming up, but I'll show you what happens in those in the next episode, and we'll play Atletico Madrid. So thank you very much for watching this one, guys. As always, watch, like, share, subscribe, jump in the comments, let me know what you think of those transfer business so far. Did we do well? We've probably overpaid for a couple of players, but we've got money to spend. It's not an issue. And as always, jump in the description to find out what else is going on the channel. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you soon. Adios, amigo.